Japan, a country that gave us Toyota, Sony, drifting, sushi, and a lot of other weird stuff. If you've seen our video about how to enter the Italian mafia, you've got to know the mafia. But the Japanese mafia is something else. In Japan, they call the mafia Yakuza. Yakuza basically means mafia in Japanese, and it's not one specific group. The police call the Yakuza in Japan Boyokuda, which means violent group. The History Channel says there's around 3,000 Yakuza groups in Japan, and all these groups have about 80,000 members in them. The History Channel continues and says the history of Yakuza in Japan started around the 17th century. In modern days, they call themselves something that a lot of people deny. They say we're the same as a samurai, and instead of the clothes, we're wearing a suit, and instead of the sword, we have a gun. We're basically a modern samurai. But a lot of people say a samurai has nothing to do with these guys. They were there to serve the emperor and follow orders, and not to start prostitution, dealing drugs, stealing, kidnapping, or to help themselves kill other people. But let's continue. Let's look at the 4 main Yakuzas in Japan, and these are groups that a lot of people are familiar with. The biggest Yakuza group in Japan is Yamaguchi-gumi. The second one is Sumiyoshi-kai. The third one, Inagawa-kai. And the fourth one, and the oldest Yakuza group in Japan, Eizu Kotetsu-kai. Not only are these guys well known in Japan, but they're very well known around the world. Their fame is the same as the Italian mafias in New York. The Yakuza's division is the same as the Italian mafia. There is a mob boss which is called the oyabun. There's 3 lieutenants, and the other ones are small and big brothers, which are basically officers. The biggest Yakuza group in Japan, which is the Yamaguchi-gumi, is the richest crime family in the world. They believe that this crime family in Japan has around $80 billion. But this money is from drugs, pornography, stock, construction, gambling, and arms dealing. Most of the pornography filmed in Japan belongs to these guys, and it's good to know the industry for pornos in Japan is ginormous. The country's not that big, but the porn industry is giant, and in this industry, they have their own culture as well. Right now, the mob boss of Yamaguchi-gumi is this guy, Kenichi Shinoda. This guy believes that their group helps out the Japanese people the most, and he doesn't stop there. He calls himself the Robin Hood, because I make money and give it to the poor. But we have to know this, that in the 2011 earthquake and tsunami that happened in Japan, a lot of people thanked this group for the help that they received from them. So let's enter the group and see what they do. We don't exactly know what they do. If we could notice, the police will be on there. In Yakuza, just like the Italian mafia or any cartel, you have to be very loyal to the family. So in this loyalty, a mistake is made, and they're questioning your loyalty. In this case, they'll either kill you, or if it's not that bad, they say for you to stay alive, you have to cut a part of your finger off and send it to the boss. In this case, you could continue what you're doing. Cutting your finger is something very Japanese, and the samurais did it as well. Unlike the Italian mafias in New York, which have gotten a lot weaker, the Yakuzas are very powerful still, especially Yamaguchi-gumi. Their headquarters is located in Kobe, Japan, and in 2007, they killed the mayor of Kobe because he was trying to get involved with what they're doing, but they could never prove that they killed them. Just like we said, the Yakuzas are very proud of what they do, and they claim to be a modern samurai. But the Japanese people, a lot of them hate that, and they say these are criminal. A samurai is known as a hero, but the Yakuzas are putting a bad name on the samurai, and it's disrespectful. We have to know that the Yakuzas have their own style of tattoos. Tattoos that are very obvious. The tattoos could be dragon, samurai, flowers and fire, or wolves and dogs. Anybody that has a wolf or dog tattoo, they're basically a bodyguard. Samurai means warrior, and the other ones they don't know much about. These tattoos could be found everywhere, but this doesn't say for sure that they're part of a Yakuza. A lot of people have Illuminati tattoos, but they have nothing to do with the Illuminati. This is the same. Some people might get fake tattoos just to make themselves look cooler, but imitating their tattoos could be dangerous. If they notice you have their tattoos but aren't part of their group, there's a chance that you will get hurt. The worst one is killing you. If they don't want to kill you, they'll burn your skin and basically get rid of the tattoo. As you know, tattoos aren't removed very easily. It has to literally be burnt off. But this is not how to remove tattoos. They just do it in the most vicious way possible. Based on your guys' suggestions, we want to make videos about different mafias. We made videos about the Italian mafia in New York. We made a lot of videos about the cartels in Latin America, especially Mexico and Colombia. This was the video about the Yakuza. And the next important one is the Russian mafia. And if you guys want, we can make a video about that one. You guys know making videos about mafias is kind of difficult because there's not a whole lot of information about them. Because if there's a lot of information, they wouldn't be a mafia anymore. They would all be in jail.